everybody, I'm Gavin Sandel. Let's talk about some weather folklore today. It's been widely thought that when leaves flip on trees, this magically means thunderstorms are on the way. So is this true or another myth that we should lose? Let's first understand though how storms behave, and what I'm going to do is show you a thunderstorm and talk about the fuel that goes behind it. So what it needs is some air to filter into the thunderstorm, and what I have here is warm air specifically going into a thunderstorm, because thunderstorm formation you need warm air and some moist air as well. But when you have strong storms like this, you have cold air pulling out and going down. That's called a downdraft coming out of the thunderstorm, and once it hits the ground you have an outflow boundary. That's when that cold air hits the ground and it goes out horizontally. So once that happens, you have a boundary between your warm air trying to go in and your cold air trying to go out, and that's at different directions as well. That is, meteorologically speaking, the basis of a front. And when you have thunderstorms like this, you call it a gust front. And note, you could see there is rain on the left side of your screen, but the front is all the way at the right side of your screen. There is a lot of distance between that rain and the front. That's called a gust front, and you typically see that before rain happens. So that is very interesting, and I'm going to play this out to see in real life what actually happens. So what you'll see is a tree right behind me, and I'll signify warm summer wind as that red arrow and some strong storminess wind from that blue arrow. So when I zoom in during a stormy day, you'll have a gust front moving through, and what happens then, you have a change in direction from that air, and what ends up happening is it used to be calm, warm air, now it's just completely different direction, strong air, and what happens is that leaf tends to flip then, and that is exactly what changes. And once that storm passes, then things get much calmer. So that complete flip in air, that's the number one reason why those leaves flip. But that's not the only reason that we see that kind of thing happening. And you could see in our triple box right here, the number one reason is strong winds. It's that sudden change in direction, but it's not just winds that have, it's humidity as well, and the moisture in the air can get into those stems and soften them, which could lead it to be a little bit more flexible for that wind to push through. And I want to stress that this isn't something that the trees can really predict. This is something that is reactionary. When that wind comes, that's when the trees react, and you get your basis for your weather folklore. But what I have to is people did a pretty good job on this one. There was, for folklore, and there not being a lot of meteorological observations when they made this, they did a pretty dang good job of predicting storms, and it holds true to the current day. With that, I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandel.